standard American diet. I remember learning this when I was in school, that little pyramid. So at the what things that we're taught to eat were breads and grains and rices and cereals, right? All carbs. Now that's all GMOs. It's all very toxic. You were told to eat very little of fats and proteins and vegetables. That was at the bottom. Don't eat hardly any of that. Really, the answer is flip that thing upside down. When you do that, you're actually able to balance out insulin, you're able to get sugar, you're able to balance out so many different of your hormones. So that's one of the biggest shifts you want to be able to make in your nutrition. That fat should make up over 50% of what you eat. Now, I know that may seem counterintuitive because we've been told for so many years that low fat is the way to go, but we have more overweight and obese people than ever. We're sicker than ever. Things are getting worse than ever, so obviously that doesn't work. What does work is getting fat into your body. And that's what we talk about with our nutrition plans. It's not like some fad weight loss program. It's not a deprivation program. It's not to trick your body into losing weight or burn off a bunch of water just to gain that back off. It's a natural way of eating through this process by flipping over that pyramid. So the number one thing you want to do is get in good fat into your diet. Good fats is things like raw nuts, wild fish, good oils like coconut oil and avocado oil and olive oil and hemp seed oil, right? Good raw nuts, sprouted especially. Eggs. These things are good fats that your body needs. They make up the building blocks of your body. They make up all your cell membranes. They work with your neurological tissue. And it actually requires fat to be able to burn fat. Pretty awesome, right? So you can get this in your diet a ton. But what you want to be aware of is the bad fats. Things like conventional dairy and conventional meats. Things like damaged oils like vegetable oil and canola oil and sunflower oil, and then things like McDonald's and just the bad grease fats. Those are things you want to stay away from because those are bad for you because they cause free radicals and cellular damage and toxicity and everything else across the board. But if you switch those things out just by doing what we call an oil change and start cooking with, instead of like Olean or a little spray or canola oil that says non-fat, trans fat free that you were told was good for you but is actually horrible for you, start cooking with organic butter, start cooking with coconut oil, start cooking with avocado oil. These things are very safe for you. It tastes great. You're getting lots of good fats. Just that simple thing right there made a huge shift in your body. Next thing is proteins. And this is the most important. I can't express this enough. The more I research, the more I understand this, is that one of the biggest causes of endocrine disruptions in our body is conventional meat and dairy. And I'm going to show you why a little bit more in just a second so you understand how that works. But what you really need to do and where you want to invest the most money, if you're on a budget and you say, I can't afford to eat this well, if you only change one thing, change this. Don't worry about organic, don't worry about natural, everything else. Change the meats and dairies and proteins that you're eating. You get grass-fed beefs, you get free range, you get organic, you get raw dairies. You do that, you just eliminate the #1 cause of dietary toxicity in your body. That is huge. And you don't need a lot of proteins. Even if you're an athlete, the upper level is about 25% of your diet at protein because it's not the best source of energy. The best source of energy is still fat. And the last thing is carbohydrates. That's that little section at the top when we flip the pyramid over. These carbohydrates you do not need for energy. In fact, it's a horrible source of energy. It burns off super fast. It turns into sugar in your body. It creates insulin disruption in your body, and it causes a whole new slew of issues. So the best thing you can do is eliminate and reduce this as much as possible.